Hello, it's Scott here from Scott Inside Out, Natural Mental Wellness. Thanks for watching. Today is World Bipolar Day, and I'm embarrassed to say I had done a live video earlier via YouTube when I was at the Nordic Center this morning doing a skate ski, and I deleted the video. So it was uploaded to YouTube, and my phone was still open for shooting the video, and I accidentally hit cancel, and the video is gone. So I'm going to redo it here because today is a really important day with bipolar disorder awareness and ideally reducing stigma. So for myself, my bipolar disorder, I have bipolar disorder, as you may know, and my bipolar disorder journey started on January 1st, 2000. And at that time, I was in a manic state. I was definitely in an alternate reality. And I thought I could read people's minds. I thought I was the second newest version of Jesus. I was spending lots of money. I was hypersexual. I had heightened senses. I seemed to be hearing much better than I could before. And I was saying and doing lots of strange things. I won't go into all that today. I'll definitely share that in a future video. But I just bring that up because that's how my bipolar disorder journey started. And I'm really grateful to say that today I'm in a place where I am mentally stable, I'm healthy, I'm happy, I have a really good support network, and I'm truly grateful to be alive. When I was first diagnosed, I didn't know if I'd ever feel normal again. I didn't know if I'd ever want to be happy again. I didn't know if I'd ever have a job again. It was just such a surreal experience. And so today, with World Bipolar Day, I'm celebrating me. I'm celebrating that I am still here. Because in my bipolar disorder journey, there's definitely been times when I've been suicidal. After my first manic episode, that's almost always followed by a depressive episode in my experience. And I was seriously thinking of ending my life. Another time was when my mom passed away in 2006. My mom and I were very close, and I was at an extremely low point. Even now, when I think back to that time, that was the summer of 2006, I can't remember much about it. It's like this kind of blank in my mind. So, even now, when I think about that, it's a painful experience. And so bottom line is I'm celebrating that I am here. And I do feel that I'm here to assist people in getting their life back with their bipolar disorder. So I'm celebrating me. I'm also celebrating my family. When I was first diagnosed, my mom and my brother were so supportive. They would come into the psychiatric hospital daily, and they would talk with me. They would do whatever they could. I had a cousin that came into the psychiatric hospital and cut my hair when I still had hair. As you can see, I don't have too much now. And then since that time, when I just got out of the hospital, that first manic episode, when I was first diagnosed, I stayed with cousins for a week. And that was a transitional time just to make sure that I was okay and ready to go back to my life. And then since that time, I've had other family that have been extremely supportive. So thank you. I've had many friends that have been very supportive as well. Especially, I'd say the main time is when friends and I have done the awareness and fundraising hikes. As you may know, the last 3 years, we've done awareness fundraising hikes in this area. And we're actually planning our next one to be in mid-September. And I'll be announcing that on May 7th. So stay tuned. Today, I'm also celebrating others in my life who have supported me. I'm grateful to have an incredible network of friends, and I have a few very close friends that I'm in touch with a lot, pretty well on a daily or nearly daily basis. And that's a small core group of friends who are very, very helpful, supportive. They do anything for me. One of my really good friends visited me when I was in the psychiatric hospital in Calgary. That was a number of years ago when I had a manic episode. She came in there, and I could tell she was a little bit uncomfortable, and she said that as well. Like, it's it's quite something to go into a psychiatric ward in a hospital. But she went in there and supported me, as did my brother and a few other friends. So really, really celebrating those people in my life, because I've learned through interacting with people primarily on social media that there are people who have been diagnosed with bipolar disorder that have been shut out by their family and friends. And I'm truly grateful that I have not. Um, so I'm just going to share a couple ways in which I've been bipolar, or which I am bipolar strong. Because with the World Bipolar Day, they're using that hashtag for today. And ways that I'm bipolar strong is, first of all, I'm more than comfortable talking about my illness publicly. This video can be viewed by anyone in the world on YouTube. Uh, People approach me in different capacities, whether it's in person, online, what have you, asking about my experience or asking me about different things I do. People ask me how I manage my moods. And so I do feel that I'm bipolar strong by being comfortable sharing that publicly, and by doing my best to be approachable to people who are either just starting their journey, midway through their journey, or friends and family of people on a bipolar disorder journey. So that's one way I'm bipolar strong. A second way, again, getting back to that fundraising awareness hike, is when friends and I have done these hikes, we've been really fortunate to get media attention. And I know for myself in Canada, there's a few people I've heard about in the public eye that get profiled with bipolar disorder. One would be Travis Garrett. He's a freestyle skier. Another one is, I'm drawing a blank right now, but her first name is Julie. My apologies. She lives in Vancouver. But bottom line is, there's not a lot of people with bipolar disorder in Canada that are publicly known and are publicly visible. So when friends and I do these awareness fundraising hikes, I am fairly visible at that time. And I'm setting the intention that this September, when I do it again with friends, that I'll be even more visible. Another way that I'm bipolar strong is by producing content that I feel can help people. So via this YouTube channel and my website, scottinsideout.com, I'm creating more and more content that I feel is valuable and helpful to people. So that's another way I'm bipolar strong. So I'm optimistic that by doing this video and by you watching it, that I'm doing my best to hopefully reduce some stigma, to raise awareness of bipolar disorder, and to show you that I am a normal person. I know that there are times where I have to remind myself that, yes, I have bipolar disorder. I know back in December, I did have a hypomanic episode. And for me, that was a little scary, because when someone's hypomanic, it can go into mania, which can lead to a psychiatric hospital stay. But essentially, I did do different tools, techniques, and really focus on self-care to bring my mental stability back from that hypomanic state. What I'd love for you to do, if you're still watching this video, is to comment. And if you have any questions about bipolar disorder, please comment below. I will be addressing questions in future videos. So any questions you have about bipolar disorder, what it is, or my experience, or things I do to have mental stability, I'd really appreciate that. And if you don't feel comfortable posting your question publicly, please email me at support@scottinsideout.com, and I would be happy to answer your question that way. So once again, I really appreciate you tuning in. For those of you who are enjoying my videos and getting value out of them, I'd love for you to hit subscribe. Before a couple days ago, I had 2 subscribers on my YouTube channel. I had myself personally and my business. Fortunately, I've got a few more now. So if you are someone that has bipolar disorder, or if you're someone that is a family or friend of someone with bipolar disorder, or possibly if you're a family member or friend of mine and you'd just like to keep in touch with what I'm doing with these videos, please hit subscribe. That would make a huge difference for me. And once again, I appreciate you tuning in, and remember to make your mind your ally. Take care.